that's just that it looks like we're just typing in numbers on a computer screen and not really
Yeah.
seeing the full effect.
So in recent years, there was this like theory that came out was modern monetary theory,
Hmm.
and it became all the rage because it basically like it became in vogue because the people that wanted to spend all this money on social programs and stuff like that needed to have a justification where the negative effects wouldn't be there. And it was pretty much that you could sum it is that increasing the money supply wouldn't increase inflation. And I think a lot of that thinking is going into a lot of this build back better rhetoric where they're like, just pass the bill for trillions of dollars, it's going to lower inflation. And uh, what you've seen is you increase the money supply and it increases inflation. So that's kind of a big thing that we're dealing with right now. You can't just say that it's related to war and stuff like that.
Right.
So I assume that's gone away, but that was really a popular deal in recent years. And um, that last couple $1 trillion package that they passed last year, there was you're pretty much coming out of the effects of the pandemic.
Hmm.
There was absolutely no reason for it, but it was done anyways. And like I think a lot of people um, uh, attribute a lot of the inflation that we were seeing last year to stuff like that. And it's obviously gotten extreme with a lot of different factors commingling.
Right.
So
Yeah.
fun
So
times.
Ukraine, Russia, money getting spent.
Yeah.
I don't want to necessarily talk about this as long, but I just want to mention because we did talk about it at a fairly good length last Monday, but we talked about Vladimir Putin's health, and that I was convinced that a lot of this action has to do with him wanting to make a name for himself, and I think there's a health scare that's somewhat involved. And you said that you believe that there was something like that going on, but I did hear on TV, which is weird because I wasn't around a regular TV this weekend, so I have no idea where I heard it from. It must have been in a store or something that had a TV on, but they said that there was a lot of questions about his health again that they had just come up over the past few days. So I just thought it was kind of interesting that we had this kind of conversation, and then it got pulled up on some news station, and it wasn't the far right or the far left news. It was something more like C-SPAN or
Yeah.
something along those lines. So, or CNN or something like that. So it wasn't. It was just kind of interesting that we talked about that, and then it happened. I don't know if we need to go any further on that specific discussion, unless you just really want to.
Yeah. It really seems like this is a very interesting movie these days.
Speaking of Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
multiverse of fun.